Good afternoon, students. So tomorrow, yesterday, that is in the last class, I explained three forms of standard integrals. That is, first form, integration of dx divided by ax square plus bx plus c, first form. Second form I explained dx divided by root of ax square plus bx plus c. Third form, that is dx divided by px plus q, numerator px plus q divided by ax square plus bx plus c dx. So last form, integration of px plus q divided by root of ax square plus bx plus c dx. So these are the four standard forms. I explained theory part in the last class, and also I explained the problems based on first 2-3 standard forms in the last class. Now I am going to consider problems based on last standard form. So for that, consider two problems. Problem number 6 and 7. Problem number 6. Last class I considered 5 problems which are based on first 3 standard results. Now sixth problem, 2x plus 3 divided by 8 minus 2x minus x square dx. So another problem of this similar type, 2x divided by root of x square plus 4x plus 3 dx. These two problems come under fourth standard form. What is the procedure to work out the problems based on fourth standard integral? See here. So problem number 6, 2x plus 3 can be written as, or I is equal to, so I rub these three forms that I already considered in the last class. Now consider the problem, that is I is equal to 2x plus 3 divided by root of 8 minus 2x minus x square dx. So in this case, I explained theory part already in the last class. Now express numerator, that is 2x plus 3 is equal to L into d by dx of denominator 8 minus 2x minus x square plus m. Find out values of L and m by comparing the coefficients of x and constants on either side of the equation. Now 2x plus 3 is equal to L into bracket, differentiate 8 minus 2x minus x square with respect to x. 8 constant, derivative is 0, minus 2x derivative is 2, minus 2 minus 2x, so plus m. Now how to find L and m value? Remove the brackets, 2x plus 3 is equal to minus 2L minus 2Lx plus m. Now compare the coefficients of x. Coefficient of x 2, LHS 2, RHS coefficient of x is minus 2L. Minus 2L is equal to 2, L is equal to 2 by minus 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 1. So minus 2L is equal to 2, 2L is equal to minus 2, L is equal to minus 1. Now what are the constants? Minus 2L plus m are the constants, equate to constant in the LHS, that is 3, minus 2 into minus 1 plus m is equal to 3. So minus into minus plus 2 plus m is equal to 3, m is equal to 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So we got the values, L is equal to minus 1, m is equal to 1. Now the given integral becomes, see here, L is minus 1, minus 2 minus 2x divided by root of 8 minus 2x minus x square dx. Again m is 1, that is plus 1 into dx divided by root of 8 minus 2x minus x square. Now see here, first integral, this is the derivative of the denominator is exactly numerator. This is of the form f dash x divided by root of f of x. So the value of this integral, see here, so put 8 minus 2x minus x square is equal to t. So put 8 minus 2x minus x square is equal to t, minus 2 minus 2x into dt dx is equal to dt. Differentiation of this is minus 2 minus 2x, this is dt by dx, transfer dx to this side. That becomes minus 1 into minus 2 minus 2x dx is dt divided by root t, So plus 1 into dx divided by, now express denominator as sum of squares or difference of squares, 8 minus 2x minus x square can be written as x square plus 2x minus 8. I multiplied each term by minus sign. Now I already explained root x square root is x, half of 2 is 1, expand this, we get x square plus 2x plus 1. X plus 1 whole square is x plus 2x plus 1. Now x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 8 minus 1. I am adding 1 and subtracting 1. So first 3 terms can be written as, x plus 1 whole square minus 9 can be written as minus 3 square. So denominator is x plus 1 whole square minus 3 square. Now minus dt by root t integration, So this can be written as t power minus of dt. Take this t power half to the numerator, t power minus half. Integration is t power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1 plus c, that is t power half divided by half, that is nothing but 2t power half 2 root t. So integration of 1 by root t with respect to is 2 root t. I explained this part here, this is working part. So t power half in the denominator, take to the numerator t power minus half, integrate with respect to t power minus half plus 1 minus half plus 1 plus c, 1 minus half is t power half, divide, take this 2 to the numerator, that is 2 root t minus 2 into root t. See here, what is t? 8 minus 2x minus x square plus 1 into, so this is of the form dx by, root sign is there. So there is one standard result. So I explained 7 forms in the previous classes. Out of 7 forms, we required one such form, that is dx divided by root of x square minus a square, dx divided by root of x square minus a square. So the formula is cos h inverse x by a plus c. So cos h inverse x by a plus c. Use this result because this is exactly in the form root of dx divided by root of x plus 1 whole square minus 3 square. So that is 1 into cos h inverse x by a, x is x plus 1 by a is 3. So after integration, write plus c. So this is the procedure. If the integral is of the form integration p x plus q dx divided by root of a x square plus b x plus, same thing what I explained in the third case, Only difference, there is a root sign in the denominator. Previous type there is no root sign, here root sign is there. So, I will explain one more example, that is one more problem of the same type, one more problem, that is 2x by root of x square plus 4x plus 3 of the same type. Problem number 7. Problem number 7. I is equal to 2x divided by root of x square plus 4x plus 3 dx is there. So, this is the problem. This problem come under fourth standard integral that I have written here. Fourth form px plus q divided by root of ax square plus bx plus c. No q here, px is there, only no q. So, I must take q is equal to 0, that is constant value is 0. Now, express numerator as follows: 2x divided by L into d by dx of the denominator, that is x square plus 4x plus 3 plus m another constant. So, plus m another constant. Now, 2x is equal to L into right bracket and differentiate x square plus 4x plus 3 with respect to x. Differentiation of x square is 2x, differentiation of 4x is 4, differentiation of 3 is constant. So, plus another constant m. Now, 2x is equal to 2lx plus 4l plus m. Remove the brackets, L into 2x, 2lx plus 4 into L plus m. Now, compare the coefficients of x on either side of the equation. What is the coefficient of x in the LHS? 2, that is 2l. 2l is equal to 2, L is equal to 1. Now, compare the coefficient of constants, that is 4l plus m is equal to 0. No constant in the LHS, therefore, you must take constant is equal to 0. 4l 4 into 1 plus m is equal to 0, or m is equal to minus 4. 4 plus m equal to 0, m is equal to minus 4. So, values of L is 1, value of m is minus 4. Now, how to work out this problem? Now, the given integral becomes 2x. What is L value? 1 into 2x or d by dx of denominator, that is 2x plus 4 divided by root of x square plus 4x plus 3 dx. So, m value is minus 4 into dx divided by root of x square plus 4x plus 3. There are two integrals. In the first integral 1 is constant right outside, in the second integral minus 4 is constant. This is exactly of the form dt by root t. So, in the last class last problem I explained dt by root t integration is 2 root t. So, dt by root t. So, taking substitution x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to t, 2x plus 4 dx is equal to dt. Therefore, this integral becomes dt by root t, that is nothing but 2 root t. So, 2 into root t, t means x square plus 4x plus 3. First integration process is over. Now, minus 4 into dx divided by express denominator as sum of squares or difference of squares. X square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to root of x square is x, half of 4 is 2, x plus 2 whole square is x square plus 4x plus 4. Now x square plus 4x plus 4 is added plus 3 minus 4 to be subtracted. See here, x square plus 4x plus 3, x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 cancel. What is an idea of joining or adding plus 4 here? To make the first 3 terms as a perfect square, that is exactly equal to x plus 2 whole square. 3 minus 4 is minus 1, minus 1 can be written as minus 1 square. Now its denominator under the root sign is x plus 2 whole square minus 1 square. How to integrate second integral, that is minus 4 into dx by root of x square, x plus 2 whole square minus 1 square. Now this is of the standard form, that is dx divided by root of x square minus a square. So this is one of the 7 standard forms that I explained previous to this topic. Now what is the result? Integration of dx by root of x square minus a square is cos h inverse x by a plus c, cos h inverse x by a plus c. First integral is x square plus 4x plus 3 minus 4 into right big bracket cos h inverse x by a, x is x plus 2 divided by a is 1, close the bracket, plus c. So this is the final answer, 2 root of x square plus 4x plus 3 minus 4 into cos h inverse x plus 2 by 1 plus c. So this is the procedure to integrate fourth standard form of integral. Now this completes chapter number 4 in your syllabus, First 2 chapters done by Dr. Nayak. So third chapter done by Padma, 4th, 5th, 6th chapter allotted to me. So once again 7th chapter allotted to Padma. Now the chapter 4 is over. So what are the things I explained in the chapter number 4? See here, first I explained the standard form of integrals, that is integration of sin x, cos x, etc. And after explaining the concept of integration, I started basic problems, that is first part. Second part, integration by substitution method, then integration by parts, then 7 forms of standard integrals, lastly 4 forms of standard integrals. You may expect questions. So basic one problem, basic method, substitution method one problem. So integration by parts one problem, 7 forms one problem, so 4 forms one problem, and one more problem on any one type, basic or substitution or integration by parts. So plus 1, any one problem on basic, substitution, extra problem. Total you may expect 6 questions. These questions come under part C, these questions come under part T, part C. Next 2 more questions is there, one from definite integral, one from applications of definite integral. Total 8 questions in part C. You require to answer only 5 questions out of 8 questions, in part C. Now chapter number 4, that is definite integration or definite integrals. See here, name itself indicates definite integral, definite value is definite. So no need of writing C after integration. In the last case, indefinite integration, name itself says indefinite, value is indefinite, therefore write C. Here definite integral means the value is definite, no need of getting or no need of writing C after integration. Now I am going to explain the concept or definition of definite integral. Definition of definite integral. What is definite integral? See here, integration of f of x dx is equal to q of x plus c. So, this is indefinite integral. This is indefinite integral, there is c. Then we define a to b f of x dx is equal to q of x plus c between the limits a and b. Now, apply upper limit. How to apply upper limit? Put x is equal to b. Upper limit q of b plus c, this is upper limit, minus lower limit is q of a plus c. Now, remove the brackets. Q of b plus c minus q of a minus c. So, plus c minus c cancel, that is q of b minus q of a. So, no constant here, no constant, plus c minus c cancel. Then we define the symbol a to b f of x dx is called definite integral. This is definite integral. So, this is indefinite integral. Integral f of x dx is equal to qx plus c. A to b f of x dx, integral of a to b f of x dx is called definite integral. This a is called lower limit, b is called upper limit. Apply upper limit first, then minus lower limit. So, this is the definition or concept of definite integral. Observe both the integral. Here after integration c is there, here after integration no c. This is definite, this is indefinite, and limits are there in the definite integral, no limits in indefinite integral. So, we can easily identify definite and indefinite integral by seeing if there are limits, upper limit, lower limit, then it is definite, no limits, that is indefinite integral. So, this is the definition. Next, what are the properties of definite integral? So, what are the properties of definite integral? See here, there are 4 or 5 properties. Only statements are required according to your syllabus. No proof is required for properties. First property, integration a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f t dt. So, what is its mean? It means the variable of integration is dx, variable of integration is dt. If you change the variable, that is by substitution method, that method is also called as change of variable method. In that case, if you change the variable from x to t, the value of the definite integral remains same, Second property, that is a to b f of x dx. Suppose if you interchange upper limit and lower limit, so upper limit becomes lower limit becomes upper limit, that is f of x dx. Here the value changes from positive, or sign of the integral or sign of the value changes. Here positive value will be getting negative value. If you interchange upper lower limit, then the value changes only in the sign, that is second property. So, third property is here, a to b f of x dx can be split into 2 definite integrals. One definite integral can be split into 2 definite integrals. Integration of a to c f of x dx plus integration of c to b f of x dx, that is condition a less than c less than b. A less than c less than b. This is property number 3. So, this means one definite integral split into 2 definite integrals, that is property number 3. Property number 4, 0 to a f of x dx, 0 to a f of x dx can be written as 0 to a f of a minus x, f of a minus x dx. This is property number 4. So, property number 5, if upper limit and lower limit are same, that is f of x dx is equal to 0. If upper limit and lower limit are equal, then its value is 0. So, this is about the properties. There are 5 properties on definite integral. Proof is not required according to your syllabus. Now, I am going to apply the concept of definite integration to work out problems, and also there is one more chapter, so that I am going to take in the last class. So, that is applications of definite integral. You may expect one question from this chapter definite integral, one question from applications of definite integral. Now, I am going to work out problems based on definite integration. See here, integration process is same as in the case of indefinite integration, only extra thing is to apply upper limit and lower limit, only extra thing is to apply upper limit and lower limit. So, now I am going to consider some problems today and some more problems in the next class. See here, problem number 1, very simple problem, 0 to 1 x plus 3 dx, x plus 3 dx. Second problem, minus 1 to 1 x into x minus 1 or x minus x square dx. So, third problem, 0 to 1 e power 3x plus 3 or dx. So, fourth problem, integration of 0 to 1 x plus 1 over x dx. Fifth problem, integration of 0 to 1 x plus 1 into x minus 1 dx. Sixth problem, integration of 4 to 9 root x plus 1 by root x dx. All these are algebra problems, So, how to integrate? Integration procedure is same, only upper limit first minus lower limit. See here, first problem, I is equal to, that is given integral is equal to 0 to 1 x plus 3 dx. See here, if limits are there, lower limit and upper limit, this problem come under definite integral. And in this case, you must apply, if the given problem come under substitution method, use same procedure after integration upper limit and lower limit. And if the given problem come under integration by parts method, so apply the same procedure, integrate, after integration apply upper limit and lower limit. Now, see here, so term by term integration, there are two terms in the integrand, that is x plus 3 into dx. Now, integrate with respect to x, variable of integration is dx. What is the integral of x? X or x power 1. Integration of x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So, this is the formula to integrate x. X means x power 1 is there. So, 1 plus 1 2, x power 1 plus 1 2 by 2 plus 3 is a constant, dx integration is x. X square by 2 plus 3x between the limit 0 and 1. Now, how to apply upper limit? Write two brackets. So, there is minus sign between two sets of brackets. So, why I am writing two brackets? In the first bracket, apply upper limit. How to apply upper limit means put x is equal to 1, that is 1 square by 2 plus 3 into 1, this is upper limit. Lower limit is 0, 0 square by 2 plus 3 into 0, lower limit. Now, so remove the brackets, half square, that is So 1 square is 1 by 2 plus 3 into 1 3, this is 0. 0 by anything is 0, 0 into 3 is 0. So half plus 3. So take the LCM, LCM is 2. So 1 plus 3 into 2, 6, 7 by 2. This is the definite value of the integral 0 to 1 x plus 3 dx. The value is definite, no need of writing C here. So this is first problem. Next problem, see here. Second problem, I is equal to minus 1 to plus 1. X into x minus x square, or remove the brackets, x square minus x cube dx. See here, x into x minus x square, x into x square minus x into x square x cube dx. Now term by term integration, so same formula, x power 2, x power n, x power 3. Now x power 2 integration is x power 3 by 3, x square integration is x cube by 3 minus x power 4 by 4. After integration, write the bracket and write lower limit and upper limit. Here upper limit is 1, lower limit is minus 1. Now apply upper limit in the first bracket or first small bracket. So 1 cube by 3, so put x is equal to 1 minus 1 power 4 by 4. So this is upper limit minus, write big bracket, lower limit. So that is minus 1 whole cube divided by 3 minus 1 power 4 divided by 4, close the bracket, or you can take both the big brackets or small brackets. Here first bracket, apply upper limit. Apply upper limit means put x is equal to 1. After minus sign, in the second bracket, so apply lower limit means put x is equal to minus 1. Now 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. See here, minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus into minus plus 1 by 3. See here, minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus into minus plus 1 by 3. Minus 1 power 4 is 1, 1 by 4, minus into minus plus 1 by 4. See here, plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 cancel, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, LCM is 3. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 by 3. So this is the fixed value or constant value 2 by 3, the value of the given definite integral. This is second problem. Now, so exponential term is there. Next problem, exponential term is there. That is third problem, I is equal to 0 to 1, 0 to 1 e power 3x plus 3, e power 3x plus 3 dx. So how to integrate? You know that integration of e power x dx is equal to e power x plus c. E power x dx integration is e power x plus c. Now integration of this is e power 3x plus 3. Now differentiate e power, that is 3x plus 3, differentiation is 3. So write it in the denominator. So e power 3x plus 3 by 3. How to differentiate? E power 3x plus 3, 3 into e power x plus 3, that is procedure to differentiate. To integrate means write the derivative in the denominator. So between the limits 0 to 1, that is after integration, that is integrated function is e power 3x plus 3 by 3. Now apply upper limit in the first bracket, e power 3 into 1 plus 3, 3 into 1 plus 3 by 3 upper limit, minus lower limit is e power 3 into 0 plus 3 divided by 3. So, that is equal to e power 3 plus 3 is 6 by 3 minus this is 3 into 0 0 plus 3 e power 3 by 3. So, we can write this as 3 LCM e power 6 minus e power 3, or we can take common factor e power 3 minus 1 or e power 6 minus e power 3 by 3. So, this is the value or the definite value of the given definite integral. Third problem. See here, fourth problem. Fourth problem is I is equal to x plus 1 over x dx between limits 0 and 1, between limits 0 and 1. Now, integrate, there are two terms in the integrand, there are two terms in the integrand. Integrate 1 by 1, 1 by 1. So, x means x power 1. Using this formula, that is first formula, integrate, we get x square by 2, x square by 2, integration of x with respect to x is x square by 2, plus integration of 1 over x is log x, integration of 1 over x is log x between the limits 0 and 1, between the limits 0 and 1. Now, apply upper limit. Now, apply upper limit in the first big bracket. Put x is equal to 1, 1 square by 2 plus log 1. This is upper limit minus lower limit is 0 square by 2 plus log 0. See here, log 0 value 0, log 1 to any base is also 0, that is half plus 0 minus 0 plus 0. So, we get half, half log 1 is 0, 0 by anything is 0, log 0 is 0. So, we get the definite value is 1 by 2. So, 4 problems over. Fifth problem. See here, fifth problem, I is equal to 0 to 1, 0 to 1 x plus 1 into x minus 1 into dx. So, in the integration, that is concept of indefinite integration, I explained that if there is a product of two binomials or product of three binomials, simplify, then only integration process to be carried out. See here, 0 to 1, a plus b, a minus b. What is the product of a plus b, a minus b? That is a square minus b square, a square minus b square. This is exactly in that form, x plus 1 into x minus 1. That is a square is x square minus b square is 1. So, product of x plus 1 into x minus 1 is x square minus 1 dx. Now, after simplifying the integrand, now integrate term by term, integrate term by term. Integration of x square is x cube by 3. 1 with respect to x integration is x, 1 with respect to x integration is x. So, now apply the limit 0 to 1, 0 to 1, upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. Now, in the first big bracket, so apply upper limit is 1, 1 cube by 3 minus x value is 1 minus lower limit is 0 cube by 3 minus 0. So, 1 by 3 minus 1, here 0 by anything 0, no value in the second bracket. So, what is the LCM? 3 is the LCM, 1 minus 9, each base is 1, 1 divides LCM 3 times, 3 into 1 is 3. That is equal to 1 minus 2 is minus 1 minus 3 is minus 2 by 3. So, minus 2 by 3 is the value of the given integral, that is 0 to 1 x plus 1 into x minus 1. So, now root terms are there in the problem, that is problem number 6. Problem number 6. Sixth problem, I is equal to root x plus 1 by root x whole dx. So, between the limits 4 and 9, 4 and 9. Now, write the powers of x, and take denominator term to the numerator. So, that is 4 to 9, x root x means x power half, plus 1 by root x, 1 by x power half, take to the numerator. So, we get x power minus half dx, x power half plus x power minus half dx. Integrate both the terms and take the limit 4 to 9. See here, x power half integration using this formula, that is x power half dx is equal to x power half plus 1 by half plus 1, that is x power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, or we can write 2x 3 power 3 by 2 by 3. So, take this 2 to the numerator. So, we get 2x after integration, x power half integrations, here I explained here, half plus 1 by half plus 1, half plus 1 is 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, take this 2 to the numerator, 2x power 3 by 2, 2x power 3 by 2 by 3. So, this is the integration of first term, that is x power half. Now, similarly integrate x power minus half. Integration of x power minus half dx is equal to x power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1, that is equal to x power half minus half plus 1 divided by half, or we can write 2x power half plus 2x power half. See here, minus half integration is minus half plus 1 is x power half, denominator half, take this to 2x power half. Integration process is over. So, between the limits 4 and 9. So, between the limits 4 and 9. Integration process is over. Now, so how to apply upper limit? So, that is equal to upper limit in the first bracket. Upper limit is 9, 2 into 9 power 3 by 2 divided by 3 plus 2 into 9 power half, close the big bracket, that is upper limit is applied, put x is equal to 9. Now, put x is equal to 4, put x is equal to 4 minus, see here 2, x means 4, 4 power 3 by 2 by 3. So, plus 2 into x is 4 power half. So, upper limit and lower limits are applied. Now, simplify this. 9 power 3 by 2 means 9 is 3 square, 9 is 3 square whole power 3 by 2, 2 cancel. See here, there is one index formula, a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn, that is 3 square into 3 by 2, 2 cancel, we get 3 cube. 3 cube is 3 into 3 into 3, 27 into 2, 54 by 3. First term simplification is 54 by 3, right bracket. So, plus again 9 power half, 9 power half means 3 square whole power half, 2 cancel 3, 3 power 1 is 3, 2 into 3 is 6, its denominator is 1, close the bracket, minus, how to simplify the second bracket. See here, 4 to the power of 3 by 2, 4 to the power of 3 by 2, that is 2 square whole power 3 by 2, 2 cancel, 2 cube is 8, 4 power 3 by 2 is 8 into 2, 16 by 3, 16 by 3, again plus 4 power half means, 4 power half means, that is 4 is 2 square power half, 2 cancel, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 into 2 4, its denominator is 1. Now, that is 54 by 3 plus 6 minus 16 by 3 minus 4 by 1, minus into plus minus, minus into plus. What is the LCM for the denominators? That is 3131 LCM is 3. Now, simplify 54 plus 1 divides 3 times, 3 into 6 18 minus 16, that is 3 times minus 3 into 4 12, minus 28 plus 18 minus 28 plus 18 minus 10 plus 54, that is 44 by 3. So, this is the value of the definite integral. So, this is the value of the definite integral. Now, I am going to consider one more problem of similar type, that is come under algebra, only algebra terms. In the next class, I am going to explain complete trigonometric functions. In the next class, I am going to consider definite integral problems only by taking trigonometric functions. Today, one more problem of algebra. See here, seventh problem. I is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 into dx. So, between the limits 1 and 2, between the limits 1 and 2, seventh problem. So, that is equal to, so before going to apply limits, integrate with usual procedure, that is indefinite integration procedure. X square integration is x cube by 3 plus 2 into 2 is a constant, x integration is x square by 2, 1 with respect to x integration is x, integration process is over. Now, between the limits 1 and 2, so between the limits 1 and 2, see here. So, first apply upper limit in the first bracket minus apply lower limit in the second big bracket. There are 3 terms, trinomial expression is there inside the integrand, integrate 3 terms. Now, so upper limit is 2 cube by 3 plus 2 cancel, x square is 2 square plus 2, upper limit is 2 cube by 3, 2 square plus 2 minus lower limit is 1. So, 1 cube by 3 plus 1 square plus 1, that is lower limit. Remove the brackets, 2 cube is 8 by 3 plus 2 square is 4 plus 2 6. So, 4 plus 2 6, this is upper limit, minus lower limit is minus 1 by 3. So, 1 square is 1 plus 1 2 with minus sign minus 2, so by 1. See here, minus 1 by 3, 1 plus 1 2 plus 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So, what is the LCM for the denominators? What is the LCM for the denominators? 3 is the LCM. 3 is the LCM, that is 8 plus 1 divides 3 times, 3 into 6 18 minus 1 minus 3 into 2 6. So, totally 18 plus 8 26, 26 minus 6 20 minus 1 19 by 3. So, this is the constant value obtained for the given definite integral, that is 1 to 2 x square plus 2 x plus 1 dx. After integration, apply upper limit and lower limit and simplify. So, this is the final answer for the given definite integral. So, in the next class I am going to consider some problems consisting only trigonometric functions in the integrand, only trigonometric functions in the integrand. So, what I am explained today, I just brief in 1 minute. So, definite integral means, so the value is definite. So, integrate as in the case of indefinite integration, procedure is same. Only extra thing is to apply upper limit first and minus lower limit, simplify, the value obtained is definite, no need of writing C. So, how to identify indefinite and definite integral? So, if limits are there, the problem come under definite integration. If no limits are there, so it is understood that the problem come under indefinite integration. And 3 more applications on definite integral. So, there are several applications. So, only 3 applications are there in your syllabus. So, that is one, how to find the area and how to find volume of solid of revolution. So, another thing, how to find the RMS value, root mean square value. So, thank you one and all.